I guess that's really ASMR, the whispering. Hello everyone, I don't know. It might be too low for people to hear. But hello, it's me, Chai. I'm gonna start the video in a second, don't leave just yet. But I'm gonna add some stuff right at the end of the audio, so please listen to that. I am a little sick. It's currently at 12:40, but I really feel like it's now a good time to write it, to say the script. Written by the lovely Sina Eagle. I read another script of hers the other day, and this is a sequel of sorts, and so I'm very excited. So yeah, I'm gonna give more details at the end and say a little story and stuff. I'm really excited about this. Hopefully I can do it justice. I don't think I can. Maybe I'll re-record this. I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, let's get started. Okay. Hey, so it's the morning now, after I recorded this entire script, and I realized that I did not include the first paragraph. Somehow, I completely missed it. I recorded the audio like 2-3 times, and I made the first paragraph, and I'm like, okay, this is terrible, let me re-record, and in the final recording, I forgot about the first paragraph, so I'm just gonna do that right now. Sorry about interrupting the flow. I don't know. Okay. Sweetie, I'm back. Oh, sorry it took me this long. There was a lot of people in the supermarket. Sweetie, are you there? Oh, they're sleeping, but... Oh no, this is not good. Hey. Sweetheart, hey, please wake up. It's just a... Ow! Hi. You're awake? Are you? Hey, what's the matter? Why are you looking at me so scared? Oh, this? It was just an accident. Don't worry about it. Do you... Oh my god. He just left. What the heck? Do I? Yeah, I should go and try to find them. Sweetheart, can you please open up? Sweetie? I know that you're in there, you know. I heard you slamming this door. Even if you don't want to, I'm gonna go in. Listen, do you want to talk about it? Okay, I'll take your silence as a no. But, sweetie, that punch that you gave me, it was just an accident. I'm okay, so don't worry about me, okay? I'm not angry, I'm just worried about you. I already told you that it is okay. It didn't hurt at all. Can you please get out from all those blankets and look at me? Hey, please don't cry, sweetie. You did nothing wrong. Sweetie, please. Stop it, please. Sweetie, come on, just... Sweetie, it wasn't... Oh, for someone's sake, fine. Please stop it, please. Do I have something on my face? Did you just call me Firefly? That? Oh, I guess I did, sorry. It came out of nowhere, and hey, no, don't start crying again. I promise that I won't call you like that if you don't like it. Do you need a hug? There you go. Don't worry, I got you. Just breathe in and breathe out. In and out. Just let it out, sweetie. It's okay. I'm here. Okay, I got you. What did you say? Oh, so you did like me when I called you Firefly. If that's what my sweetheart likes, then I guess that's what I should be calling you more often then. Guess that's why I can call you more often. Are you feeling better now? Yeah, that's good to hear. So, will you tell me about your nightmare? Last time it was you who comforted me when I had one, and you didn't leave me alone until I told you about it, so will you tell me? Good. Don't force yourself for me, okay, Firefly? Now, tell me what scared you this much. Oh. Oh, and then what happened? Oh, wow, really? Oh my god. You don't, listen, you don't need to keep going if it's too much. With what you told me, I can understand why your first reaction when you woke up was to punch me. I'm here for you, okay? This was just a dream, and I'll make sure to be there to protect you if something similar to this is close to happening, okay? You got it? Okay. There's no need to thank me, Firefly. I'm here for you whenever you need me, and you know it, so please, can you stop hiding your face and look at me? There you go. There are those beautiful puppy eyes that make me so weak whenever you look at me in the eye. Now, do you want to go back to the living room and keep watching TV while I make dinner? No, then what would you like? A bedtime story. Like, I don't know, stories that we tell kids like The Beauty and the Beast or something similar. What do you mean by yes, but no? Oh Lord, you want me to come up with my own story? Right here and right now. So cute, oh my god. Hey Firefly, are you okay if I tell you my little sister's favorite story? Don't judge me with your eyes. It's something that I wrote for her and that she really liked when she was a kid, yeah. Also, she always told me that it was different and cool, despite it being about princesses and stuff, so would you like to listen to that one? No, there's that smile of yours that I love so much. Come on, we'll get comfortable in bed and, because this is a pretty long story. You want to know the story's name? Well, I never thought about one, but my sister always called it The Warrior Princess and the Scared Knight. It goes like this. I'm gonna get myself some water first off. All right. Once upon a time, there was a sacred kingdom in the middle of a forest where the citizens lived in harmony with nature, receiving incredible gifts from the gods, thanks to the place that they lived in. The kingdom was hidden. No one who wasn't born there was able to find it. And if someone decided to leave the kingdom, they would forget the location of it, and they would never find a way back to it, having to find a new place to live, and losing the gifts they received from the gods, since they were no more a part of that beautiful kingdom. Only the royal family had the ability to go out of the kingdom's domains and come back. There were lots of rumors about it, but the most common one is that the gods just favored royalty, letting them do whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted. Even if the royalty has the ability to go outside, it was a rare sight to see someone from the royal family do so. They wanted to give an example, to let everyone know that there was no reason to go outside the safety of the kingdom, that there was nothing worthy of losing their gifts. But that was until one little princess was born. Being the 8th child wasn't easy for her. All the standards, 8th child, I'm so sorry. All the standards, expectations of her, being as perfect as her siblings and more, was too much for her. She hated being part of the royalty. She only wanted to be free, see the world, discover more. Let her curiosity experiment more and more until she finally knew something else than that boring kingdom in the middle of a forest. When she was 5, she went to her mother to ask her for permission to leave the kingdom, just for 5 minutes, to see what it was like outside. She even promised that she would only step outside those 5 minutes and then immediately come back home. But her mother, full of rage and disappointment, said no and grounded her to be confined in her room for 2 weeks, just for asking. Not even for doing it without permission. The little princess's dreams were crushed that day, and she cried in sadness until she fell asleep, with only one thought in her mind: discovering what was outside the boundaries, no matter what. Once her confinement was over, the princess decided not to attend her classes anymore. Instead of that, she decided to ask her personal guard if he could train her, teach her how to fight, and how to be stronger. Now, at first, the guard was hesitant, but after seeing how determined the princess was with the idea, he accepted helping her with that. Time goes by and 10 years pass very fast. The little princess was now a strong and agile teenager, always running around the kingdom, avoiding her royal responsibilities and spending time with her people. Every citizen loved the princess, but they were also scared that she would do something crazy and put them all in danger, especially after the gods gave her her gift when she turned 10. The princess's gift was difficult and dangerous. No one knew about it beyond and besides the princess herself and her personal guard, who was also the princess's one and only friend. But he was also her confidant, because she had a little secret, a secret that no one besides that one guard knew, and that was that she would sneak outside the kingdom, sharing 15 minutes to do a small walk, to get to know what it looked like to be outside her kingdom. She started doing it when she received her gift, and she just loved to be outside, being free, being able to be herself. When her 16th birthday was close, the princess wanted to explore further away, know even more about the world, and leave. After all, no one would miss her. No one would search for her. It would only be her and a big adventure in front of her. And she was so excited about it that she told her guard, "If I may say something, princess, even if I see it as a bad idea, if that's what makes you happy, I will not stop you." He told her the night she decided that she was leaving. "But before you go, I have a gift for you, Your Majesty, something that I wanted to give you on your birthday. But since you are leaving so soon, I find it better to give it now." He sat down on the floor, looked at the princess, and from a pocket he got a beautiful golden dagger with some silver and black details on it, giving it to the princess with a soft smile. She received that gift with tears running down her face, and she hugged her one and only friend, the only friend in her kingdom who understood her and treated her as someone free, and not just a royalty from the place. He was more of a brother to her than her own older siblings. And just like that, they waved goodbye, wishing each other the best in their lives, since it was probable that they would never see each other again. Meanwhile, close to the great sea, there was another kingdom, if it could be called one. The king was more like a father, son, or brother to everyone. It was as if the royalty was nothing in that kingdom, and as if everything that was important to them was friendship and understanding each other, like a big and loving family. That kingdom had a prince that was loved by everyone. Since he was a kid, he trained with his father, and the elders to be able to protect his home. So more than a prince, he was considered a knight. But there was a problem with him, a little one that everyone knew, but even if they didn't care, it kept bothering the prince. He was a coward. He always got scared so easily, and his first reaction to danger was hiding, instead of defending himself. He viewed himself as a disappointment, as someone who wasn't worthy to rule that beautiful kingdom once his father wasn't there anymore. Sometimes he would wish for his father to stay forever, and when he was a little kid, he would cry every night, scared of losing his only family, scared of disappointing everyone who had their hopes up to him. Now he wanted to protect them all, but he was just a scared teenager, unable to hide his fears, unable to be the brave warrior he always dreamed to be, unable to achieve his dream of keeping everyone safe. Now one day, close to his 18th birthday, he got tired of being the scared boy he was, so he told his father that he would go on a small journey out of their kingdom boundaries, and that he would be back the day before his birthday. His kind father just gave him a smile, ruffled his hair, and wished him good luck and a safe trip, saying how proud he was of his son. Those words broke him, but he didn't cry until he was outside the kingdom, screaming and crying because he was so scared of what would happen out there. But he had to compose himself. He dried his tears and started his little journey to be able to relax his mind and try to gain some courage. What neither the princess nor the knight knew is that the journey they both decided to start would be the best decision they would ever make. After 5 days of wandering, The princess from the forest was starting to run low on supplies. She never thought that she would be that far from civilization, and she also lost a lot of food while fighting some wild animals that attacked her. She could know how to fight, and she could have a dagger, but that weapon wasn't enough to keep her safe from everything, like the bear that she found herself fighting close to a river first hour in the morning. She was agile enough to avoid the bear's attacks, but she wouldn't last forever at that pace of avoiding over and over again with how tired she was. Or so she thought, until she saw someone walking close and with a very big sword. She dodged one attack, making the bear hit a tree, and she ran until she was in front of the stranger, startling him in the process. "Hi, you don't mind if I borrow your sword for a few seconds, right?" He didn't answer, but he gave her a nod, and that was more than enough for her. "Thanks. Now be careful. There's a very angry mother bear here, and she will come any time soon." As soon as she said that, they heard loud, fast, and heavy footsteps their way. The princess got in a fighting state while the knight jumped, scared, but tried to hide it by standing at her side, even if we had no more weapons on him. What happened next was something that the night princess would never forget in his life. The girl who asked for his sword ran very fast and jumped on top of the bear after avoiding one of her attacks. The bear got on two legs, trying to get her off its back, but the girl was agile. She let the bear go down on its back while she went straight to the stomach, slicing without going too deep, enough to wound the animal but not enough to make it fatal. "Let's go, run." After that, she held his hand, and started running away, dragging him far from the bear, who was slowly standing up and going the other way. He doesn't know for how long they ran, but he remembers tripping and falling to the floor, bringing her down too, since they were still holding each other's hand. They sat on the floor for a while, resting and trying to catch their breaths after the long run. And the knight didn't even know why, but he started laughing. And she started laughing too. Such an honest, carefree laugh coming from both that lasted for quite a while. But they were happy, just lying on the floor without any single worry in their minds. "I'm sorry for that," she said in between laughs. "Here, have your sword back. It's such a good one. Man, I also wish that I also had that one." How did you learn to fight like that? It was amazing. Those moves and how you did whoosh and the distraction and your speed and so many things it was wow, he said with such great shyness at first, but then his expression grew stronger and he couldn't help but to look at her with admiration. "I've been training since I'm 5, but what about you? Do you just carry a heavy sword without knowing how to use it?" "I know I've also been training since I'm 5, but I am not as brave as you, so my sword must be disappointed to have me as their wielder. Don't you think?" He let out a sad chuckle, looking at the sword in his hands. "My dad gave it to me as a gift for all the training I did and all the effort I put into it, but it's not enough. I want to be like my dad, a kind person." Okay, loved by everyone around him, able to protect those he loves and to keep our home safe and in peace. Oh, I never forgot. I never asked you for your name. I've completely forgotten. Sorry for talking about me without even saying who I am. "Don't worry," she said, sitting up and standing at the sky. "My name is Emerald, but just Emmy is fine for me. I'm Michael, but Mike is enough. I don't like formalities," he said, giving the princess a smile. "Nice to meet you, Emmy." "Emma, sure, it works too." It's nice to meet you too, Mike." They kept walking for a while, about different topics and bonding until the night was close. That's when they decided they should look for a safer place to stay, to pass the night away from any kind of danger. Those days passed by. 3 days passed by, and they grew closer to each other, giving place to a friendship they always wanted to have. Someone around their age who could understand what they were going through, what they wanted, what they dreamed. When the knight had to return to his home, the princess told him that she wanted to see that place, discover how civilization worked outside her old home. She wanted to experience how others would treat an outsider, a total stranger that knew nothing but the 4 walls where she grew up. And he accepted without a doubt. They were friends after all, and the Night Prince was part of his home, his people, so he wanted to show it to her. After days of traveling, when they reached their destination, the princess was, surprised to say the least. She never thought that they would welcome her so easily, with such kindness and people asking her where she came from, her name, her likes, and if they were making her feel uncomfortable in any way, they were there for her, and it was a new feeling for her. Emmy fell in love almost immediately with the kingdom. Everyone seemed so free, so happy. That was everything she ever wanted, and when the princess met the king, she never thought that she would start crying when she and Mike left the palace, because he was so kind and welcoming with her, that she was overwhelmed and confused. After such a long time, the princess found a real place to call home. Mike was more than happy for his new friend, happy that someone who he started to admire was able to find herself at home, a place to stay, to feel safe and happy, to be free. But not everything is fun and happiness, and even if the young prince knew that, he decided to ignore a bad feeling that he had. Since that day, he decided to go outside his kingdom to see a part of the world, a tiny part of the world around him. He noticed too late that ignoring that would be the biggest mistake he would ever make in his life. Back in the kingdom of the forest, everything was a huge mess. People were losing their gifts. The royalty wasn't able to control them, even if they could still use them. And the queen was more than furious when she discovered that her youngest daughter wasn't in the kingdom at all, and that her royal guard was also missing. She was worried and full of rage at the same time. The queen just wanted to go outside and search for her reckless daughter and bring her home, but since the gifts were not working properly, she was scared of not being able to come back, that she would forget the way home, that she would leave the kingdom in fear and desperation, leave her kingdom living in fear and desperation. Her husband was badly sick, and she didn't want to worry him about the situation, so she decided to keep it a secret from him, as something that he should never know for his own good. She wouldn't know what to do or how to forgive herself if her husband ever decides that their last daughter was missing out in this dangerous and mysterious world. She never wanted to use her last resource, but with everything that was happening, she had no other option than doing so. The only one in the family who could still use their gift was her eldest son, so the queen went to him and asked to go look for Emmy, to not come back until she was with him, and to make sure to get some common sense back into her mind. A few days passed by, and it was finally the ninth princess' birthday. But that wasn't all. So it was also the princess's one and all. It was also the princess's one. And although Mike was the only one in his kingdom that knew that Emmy was a princess from a hidden kingdom, everyone knew that it was her birthday, since it was one of the first questions she answered to the citizens. So the day was a triple celebration. The night princess's birthday, the princess's one, and welcome party for her, since she decided that she would like to live in that kingdom for a while before continuing her journey to explore the world. The kingdom was nice, and the day was beautiful. Everyone was happy and having a lot of fun, and Emmy was, for the first time in her life, now 16 years old, truly laughing and smiling around others besides her guard. She was also always wondering how he would be after all. He was her one and only friend in her kingdom, someone who looked after her more like an older brother would do. She missed her sparring sessions and self-defense training, but Emma wanted to make this journey. She wanted to stop being a princess bound to a boring place with people who were blessed by the gods and all that stuff. Now she was happy with what seemed to be her new life, with who seemed to be her new friends, her new family. Mike was also enjoying his birthday, but he was more worried than anything since he had a bad feeling that was just getting stronger by the day. He doesn't know how his father never noticed that something was wrong since he was as easy to read as a kid's book, but he didn't complain at all. When the night has come, I'm so sorry. The celebration was still going, but in a more relaxed way. Instead of all the dancing and games from the afternoon, most of the citizens were just chatting while eating sweets and enjoying each other's company. They were having lots of fun until they heard horse hooves coming closer and closer until a horse broke into the middle of their celebration, scaring everyone and making the knight get their swords in hand, including Mike, in the group of people ready to fight, even if he was trembling like crazy. "Emerald, I found you," the man that was riding the horse spoke to the princess, who had a mad expression on her face. "Luke, what are you doing here? How did you find—" "You know what? Forget about it. Leave me alone. I am not coming back. I am not going back. This is my home now." Emmy, Mom is worried for you. She's worried about you. Dad doesn't know at all that you're not in the kingdom. He's sick, Emmy, and he might not make it. So please come back with me. I don't know what we did wrong, but this is the best for everyone. He got onto the floor, walking to her sister with a sad expression on his face. "Please, little sis, come back home. We can fix whatever we did wrong back then, so please, little gem, come back." "No." She started walking away with fear and anger on her face. "I will never go back. I don't want to be in that prison again. I want to be free, brother." She closed her eyes and started trembling. "I won't go back. I will never return to that place. I don't want to be what I wasn't there. Is it that difficult to understand that I just want to see the world? Leave me alone, Luke." "Emmy, please calm down. You're losing control of your gift again." Luke was more than right with that sentence. The earth was trembling and the air started being wild. A storm was more than close and the ocean was acting wild, with strong big waves hitting the coast of the kingdom. "Don't tell me what to do, brother." She said that last word with bitterness in her voice, looking at her elder sister with pure pain, sadness, and anger. "Just leave me alone." And just like that, lightning hit the ground, millimeters close to Emily's brother, and she ran away in the direction of the palace, since she was staying with Mike and his father, crying from a lot of mixed emotions. "Emmy, wait!" Her brother was about to go after her, but a trembling sword stopped him from doing so. "She doesn't want to talk to you now, Luke, or whatever your name is." Mike is scared, but he never saw his friend that upset and sad, so he wanted to avoid that from happening again. "So here's what we are going to do. You leave my kingdom right here and now and come back in a week when she has calmed down. Not on her birthday. That's supposed to be a special day for her. If she doesn't want to go back with you, either you leave and never come back for her, or you stay in here too. She is your sister after all, so do this for her if you love her even a tiny bit. Now, leave." Luke was surprised, to say the less, but he didn't say a word. He just slowly left with his horse, looking just once at the direction that his little sister ran off, having mixed feelings. He was happy that his sister finally found a place to call home, but Emmy still was his youngest sibling, and he just wanted the best for her and to have her back, at home, safe and sound. But he had no say on this topic, and he just left, deciding to not go back and tell his mom that he failed. Maybe it was time to finally open up the kingdom's doors to the outsiders and to stop being so greedy with their godly gifts. Mainly in the palace, Emmy was crying, covered by her blankets, scared because her brother found her way too fast. She just wanted her freedom to explore the world. Emmy, can I come in? Mike knocked on the door, opening it when he heard a yes. Hey, he left. Are you okay? How did he find me? I thought that he wouldn't find me this fast. I just want... Mike hugged Emmy before she was able to finish her sentence, letting her cry on his shoulder for as long as the princess wanted to. They stayed like that, just holding into each other until she calmed down, just sobbing from time to time. Thanks, I never received a hug like that before. She smiled at her friend, laughing a little because of her behavior. Luke was one of my siblings. It wasn't that harsh to me, but since he's the next in line, he almost never had time for me, so... Yeah, you can guess the rest. Emmy, I'm a coward. I'm someone who gets easily scared, and you are so brave for doing all of this alone. But you're not alone anymore, so... What if you make a pinky promise? A pinky promise? Yes. Look, I promise that I will do my best to fight my fears, to learn from you how to be a proper warrior, and that I will be a great king like my dad is right now. And in exchange, everything that I ask you is that you show me this side of you whenever you want. You can cry, be scared, stop being the brave warrior that you are trained to be, and be the teenager that we both are. We still have a lot ahead, you know. So, will you walk this path with me as my best friend? Emmy laughed, so happy to hear those words, full of kindness and innocence. She wiped her tears and smiled at him. Yes, Mike, let's make a pinky promise. As if they were still two little kids, they intertwined their Twinkies, and with that, a promise was sealed. And a lot of things happened in the future, but for now, this is the story about the royal kids who just wanted to be free and who found that freedom in another soul like them, who just wanted to be happy. And that was the end. Oh, they're already asleep. Sweet dreams, Firefly. I'll be here to avoid the nightmares, to get into your head again. You're so soft and so squishy. I'll always be here for you, my love, so just rest and let me protect you this time, okay? Hey guys, it's Chai here, and well, there's a lot to go through, a lot of things to say. So, we'll start off with, why are you here recording at 1:20 in the morning? Well, I had a very scary dream. It was a dream where I do not want to say it, or maybe I should say it. I will say the dream actually. But I had this dream, right, and I was really scared. And when I woke up, I thought about the script and how it was very nice. Cinna's previous script, where I was being comforted after having a nightmare, and I just had a nightmare, and I kind of want some comfort. So I'm like, her script is a sequel, so maybe I will act out more comfort. I'm kind of spooked right now. It can add to the authenticity, but this was the opposite. This was me comforting someone. So I'm like, okay, the script's a little different, but hey, guess what? Guess what? I still have like these feelings from the nightmare, and I'm gonna use it in my favor. Now, my voice is not good at all. I'm sick, and it sounds very raspy. It does not sound that good, and I'm whispering a lot because it is at nighttime. Whisper, whisper. I don't know. I love you. I don't know. Okay. When I read the script, I thought about the, stand by me. Okay, I'm gonna not try. Nah. Okay, but okay, real talk. Let's actually talk about the script now. It is an amazing script, and once again, I read the script while acting it out. I did not pre-read it. I should really pre-read it. But this is an amazing script. Oh my god, I love it so much. Especially the bedtime story. It's so long, it's so detailed, and it just flows, and it gives you this like little wholesome feeling. It's absolutely amazing. Oh my god, she's such a talented writer. Wow, I did not expect like a novel, honestly. Like, that's an actual novel. Wow, look, this recording is like 40 minutes, and most of it was the story, and the story was really well thought out. It was very good, very long. Extremely surprised, extremely shocked, and extremely good script. I don't really know what else to say, but amazing job, Senna. Amazing job. I like the beginning where it was not my turn to comfort someone, right? And I did that. There's a little bit of dialogue where I was comforting. I grabbed my handy towel and I decided to hug it. This sounds like I'm hugging someone, like I don't know. Watch out, the bedtime story was amazing, honestly. It was really good. I don't even know what to say. Amazing. I really like that thing. And I like the kind of twist in the middle. And you kept the door open, which means there's a possible part 3. And you made the story and you use it for your sister. That is so adorable. It's so cute. Oh my god. Good question mark? I don't know. Amazing that, you're able to use this to put someone to sleep. Now, hopefully, my ASMR, this recording, hopefully, this will put someone to sleep, although I doubt it. I don't like my ASMRs. Y'all already know this. I like acting it out, and I'll just post whatever I do, but I don't think it's good. Hey, y'all stay safe out there. You subscribe, y'all stay safe. Couldn't be me. Although I do like the numbers going up. Okay. That's about the script, and I'm just gonna say about the little dream that I had. I wrote it down actually. I'll just pull it up. Okay. So here's what I did. Here's the nightmare that I had. So I was outside the store in this dream with this girl. I don't know, she was like 9 or 13. I'm not sure. I think she was like an actor or something, and I was also acting, or I'm not sure. It'll make sense in a second. Yeah, but she was white, and she was standing in front of a grocery store that I lived nearby, and she had this flat sheet of cardboard, like a slab, and there were some dogs nearby. And apparently I was filming a movie or something with this girl. We were outside, I remember. And I'm looking in real life and I see that she has some dogs next to her. And she says, "Oh, great. So I guess we finished the scene or whatever." And she says that. Doesn't snap her fingers, she just says that. And the dogs disappear as soon as she says that they're good, that they finished the movie. Now, apparently, from the logic of the dream, these dogs were for visual effects for the movie. And, even though they're visual effects, and, I'm looking at this person with my eyes, I'm not looking at a screen, there's no edited video, the dogs disappeared in front of my very own eyes. And I'm like, yo, that's absolutely crazy. That looks so cool. And these dogs, they kind of look like Minecraft dogs. But they reappear, and then they go and start attacking her. And she's really scared, and she tries to hide under the cardboard slab. And the dogs are attacking her. They're still attacking her. And she calls my name, and she asks me to help her. But I can't move at this point. I don't know why, but I can't move. I don't know how to help her. And she starts to kind of trip and fall over, and she falls into me, and she presses her hands on my shoulders while asking me for help. And now in the dream, I'm still in the dream, I wake up in my bed, but I can't move. And suddenly I feel like those hands again, pushing against my shoulders. And I feel like my body starts to shake because I feel like she's pressed up against me. Now she's not there anymore, I'm just in my bed. But she's pressed up against me, it feels like. And she's trying to shake me to get help. And I feel like my entire body starts shaking like a washing machine because I'm trying to move it. I'm trying to move my hands or something. And I can't, so I just kind of vibrate. And I'm trying to get my body to move. And eventually, I hear my mom calling out, half asleep, because we sleep in rooms next to each other in real life. And so I heard that she asked me to get her some water, water bottle. And so I decided to use a little bit of my movement that I have to push my body to the floor. And I fall over. And almost my entire body is on the floor, falling over from the bed, but a little bit is still on the bed. So it kind of looks like a triangle. Now my mom comes up to me and thinks that I'm just playing around and just joking, and grabs my hand and tells me to just wake up, and she shakes my hand. Almost no reaction. I take my other hand and slowly move it and try to get it to move and point it towards the ceiling. And she's completely confused. She doesn't know why I'm doing that. She still thinks I'm joking. I point towards the ceiling because I want her to turn on the light switch, and so I can't see anything because it's pitch black, and I point to where the lamp is supposed to be, and I make a grab motion, being like, okay, just turn this on. And she finally figures it out, and she does turn it on, but when you close your eyes, but it looks like you're looking at something bright, you close your eyes, you look at something bright like the sun. And everything looks orange because you actually can't see the light because your eyes are closed. When she turned down the light, that's what I saw. The room was brighter, sure, but everything was really blurry as if my eyes were closed. But the room wasn't really that much bright at all. It was like a tiny bit of brightness, more brightness. And I was really scared because I thought I was maybe blind or anything. And I freaked out. Then I woke up in real life. And I was breathing heavily, and I moved, and I was spooked. And then my mom asked if I was awake in real life. Now I asked her if she heard that I was scared or that I was moving, shaking. She's like, no. And you know what? When I woke up in the exact same position that I slept in. And I slept for only 15 minutes. So that's absolutely crazy. And I told her this story, and she laughed, and she's like, wow, that's crazy. She laughed at the story because it was very elaborate and stuff. And because of that story, that I got this absolutely crazy nightmare, I'm like, you know what? I want to be comforted. I'm gonna read the script and act it out. The second script by Sina. Sina, I don't know. It turned out that the script was the opposite, but it's still nice. I still like it. This is the longest video I've ever done. We're reaching the 15-minute mark. Oh my god. But hey, we're pretty into the video. For now, that is it for me. It was amazing acting it out and talking and everything. I love the story. I love the script. I hope everyone has a blessed, incredible evening, morning, whatever. I love you all. I love you, honestly, every one of you. You're all very supportive, and it really does mean a lot that people do enjoy this content, even if I personally don't. I like making it. I love making it. I don't do it for the money. And the lack of money shows it. That's why I keep making content, even though my analytics aren't looking so hot and my bank account ain't looking so hot either. But you know how it is. I love making this kind of content and helping you out all. Okay. That's it for me, everyone. I'm actually gonna end voice recording now. I love you all. Bye. Hey, it's me. I'm back again from the future. Sure. Here's a blooper of when I did the first paragraph. Enjoy, I don't know, at the very end, so yeah. Sweetheart, hey, please wake up. It's just a... Ow! You're on the floor! Ow! Oh! Oh. How the hell?